would it then be less stinky?
No, that's okay. We got a show to do. Stop messing around.
Yes, the answer is yes.
We're live.
Welcome. First story.
That would be mind blowing.
Trending stories are taking over.
TSTO. Why does he get a bell for that?
Next story.
Everybody get down. According to the sounds, I'm not doing so hot today.
TSTO.
TSTO thing. TSTOMG.
TSTO.
That's crazy.
Story time. What is happening, people of the interwebs? We are back with another episode of Trending Stories taking over. I am Todd Frazier.
I'm Jake Frazier.
He's in studio.
I'm back.
And I'm Chris Cody.
And we are here in studio. Trending Stories, they're still taking over, Jake.
Always.
Your glasses there, they're, almost make
I'm
you
back
look,
in Hollywood.
You're back in
Man.
Hollywood. No, this is Anaheim. That's not the same place. I don't
Don't
think.
tell us where don't tell them where we are.
What? Oh, shoot. That's our
yeah.
secret.
Yeah, you
we
giving
revealed
us-
the secret location.
We might be
We
in
could
Anaheim.
potentially could be
Or
in
somewhere
Anaheim.
We should give away the address and see if people show up.
We should do a live in person, live in studio.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Who would
Maybe.
want to win that?
Like a guest?
Like a guest. We should
Like
have
a contest?
Like a contest. Oh, no, well, maybe.
Do people care about us enough yet?
I don't know
I don't
that
know.
they do. We would find out
Yeah,
really
we would.
quickly.
Yeah.
No. What are you? How are you, my dear? It's so good to see you with us today.
Yeah.
We are live. We're talking about a lot of stuff.
Boom.
We've got some stories.
Yeah, we do.
Because they're trending. You can't
course.
stop them. You know, no matter what. Heather, what's going on? Heather says yes, live in studio. Heather,
Yeah.
you know what?
Okay.
Bell
There you
for
go.
you, Heather.
She got one vote.
Yeah, we got one vote. Nona would probably say live in studio. I'm
Yeah.
guessing. Nona, would you say live in studio? I don't know. She might.
Maybe.
Is that what they're supposed to comment in order to win?
Comment. Ooh, we could. You know, we could decide
Live in
later.
studio? Yeah, comment live in studio
Comment.
below if you want to win a trip.
To our lovely
No,
studio.
no, trip. It's a beautiful-
No, they can come on their own.
Right.
We don't have
we're not
budget
gonna
to
we're not
bring you
gonna
here.
pay you.
No, that
We're not gonna pay the
we
money
don't
for
have
your
budget
trip.
for that yet.
Yeah, not
so,
yet.
oh man, dude, what's going on, Jake? You weren't here last week.
I was
Did
not.
you know that? Did you know that you did not come? I know.
What?
I know.
Man.
We had to do it. We had to carry it all on our own. Steve was here.
I know. I know. I was.
Steve was here, and he did an adequate
He was
job.
here, wasn't
What? No, you don't remember that?
Did he use my name?
No, he
I
didn't.
remember hearing his
He didn't.
voice.
Oh, you know what? I know what happened now. Now I know. Ethan kidnapped you.
That's right.
Right.
That's what happened. Ethan, why did you kidnap him?
No, I helped
you
him.
kidnap our boy.
I helped him.
Did someone
he
pay
needed
the ransom to get you back?
Wait, I don't know what
No,
happened. I don't even
no.
know how.
All right, I was on a road trip.
Oh, Dean, yes, dude, we started really late today. Bro, we're on TSTO time. And that means that sometimes we just start when we start.
There's no set time to the start of the show. I hope we realize.
Well,
this.
you know what? Maybe there should be at some point.
At some point, we
as
are
of
at the
right
point,
now,
how many
There's a
subscribers do we have?
guideline as to
So
when
we're
we
at
go
400 and some subscribers.
Like 409,
on
right?
YouTube, and on Facebook we got over 1,000.
Boom.
Okay, see, here's the thing. Then now we need to-
Tiffany's here. Tiffany's back from the
Hey,
river.
Tiffany.
Happy Thursday.
Oh, so Tiffany was gone too.
yeah, she was
awesome.
gone, but
That's
she,
exciting.
But she still was here. I mean, we
go to the
called
river.
you, but
Right. No. I remember. I heard her on the show. I was listening to the show. It's not like I am a delinquent that just doesn't listen to the things I.
you
put my
aren't
time
totally
into.
disconnected. You were just in another part of the country.
I called you. We had a
Yeah,
conversation.
I know. The people. why are
That's
you
why I
getting so
thought you
angry?
were still here.
Oh, gotcha.
Gotcha. Chris was under the impression that you were still here. We got confused multiple times.
We did. Yeah.
Multiple times. But I'm glad that you're back. It's good to see your
I'm breathing.
fuzzy face.
The road is weird.
Oh.
yeah. So what's that? So should we tell them that what we're doing, or should we keep it a secret?
Oh no, yeah, I already let it go on the EBR page. on
Oh, okay.
Instagram.
Well, so tell the people what happened. We said he wasn't. We knew he wasn't going to be here. I have to full disclosure. I know. I'm sorry. I'm buzzing myself. We knew he wasn't going to be here. It was kind of planned. Ethan says that it was for Ethan's sake, but actually we sent him out on a mission.
Yeah,
for
so
TSTO.
basically what happened was one thing led to another. Ethan had to move to Kansas City, so we decided that I was going to go with him to help him move out because I used to live out in that area. And so as we came up with that, we also came up with the idea, let's document it and let's see what traveling during coronavirus is like. So
Yeah, because I haven't been anywhere other than our Orange County bubble. Have you been anywhere, Chris, since Corona started?
Is there anywhere else? I thought we were the last remnant of the living.
I think it's probably
during
true.
a pandemic, I went to 9 states. How crazy is that?
Wait,
Wow.
okay, so what was the route that you guys took?
We went the southern route, so we went California, Arizona, New Mexico first day. Second day was Texas, Oklahoma, and then Kansas. And then we also hit Colorado a little bit on the first day just because it was right next to it.
Because like you can't not throw an extra state in there. Time.
And then the last one I hit was Missouri, where I flew out of.
Oh, that's right, because you flew out of Kansas City, dude. Yep. And I'm excited to see.
And Vegas.
And Vegas.
I was in Vegas
Nevada.
for 4 hours.
Vegas is in the state.
Right.
Nevada, yeah, right.
Might as well be the state.
It's the only
kind
thing.
of is, yeah. Well, that's not true. That's not fair to Nevada. No, it's not fair to Nevada.
What else is there?
So
Let's see. I'm going to look it up.
There's Henderson. It's basically an extension of.
There's Pahrump, Nevada.
Pahrump, Nevada. There's things, but you know what? Besides the fact that Jake was missing in action, and
the Fly Geyser is in Nevada.
There's
why didn't you know that?
There's Reno's in Nevada.
Really?
Spencer Hot Springs,
Reno, Nevada.
Sure.
Yeah, you know. So there's stuff. You could go figure it out. We didn't actually. We went to. We were on our trip. We were in Nevada and Arizona at the same time when we were at Hoover Dam.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep. We threw a football.
How did you get the two
We
states
threw a
at once?
football from one state to another. Travis has got a really strong arm.
That's like Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite.
Uncle Rico!
He's like, how much you want to pit?
See, Tiffany's backing me up. She says Reno. See?
Reno.
Well, I know Reno exists. And you think that I'd think Reno is just some mythical place?
No, it's got a phone number. It's Reno 911.
Oh, there we go.
The problem with Reno is that it's kind of like baby Vegas.
It is kind of like baby Vegas.
So it's essentially just an extension of what is Nevada, which is Las Vegas.
But it's
baby Vegas.
But it's
that
not.
smokes like a chimney.
Okay, but this is crazy. So when I was in the Vegas airport, all of the slot machines were closed. They were out of.
Oh, by the way,
out of stock.
We have a very disappointed Nevadan that found out you were in Vegas and did not tell him. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was at the airport.
He's just not paying attention.
Were you going to come to the airport?
Maybe you had 3 hours.
That's true. I was there for a while.
He was there for 3 hours. I totally just threw you under the bus there.
Yeah,
so go ahead.
I was
slot
filming
machines.
stuff. No, all the slot machines were turned off. You couldn't use any of them, which got me thinking, how is Vegas surviving right now?
Right.
How many of those
That's what I wonder
hotels are
too.
going to close down? Because of the fact that nobody can touch any of those things right now.
No.
So all drink service is closed. There's one bar open in Vegas, like total, and it's in the airport.
Yep.
So, I mean,
it's a really weird thing, especially for somewhere like that. And Dean says, don't forget Prim. That's right, Prim, Nevada. There are lots of things in Nevada, but that's the one thing I wonder about Vegas specifically is economically, Vegas is a zero right now.
Right.
Like that is the one thing that they have going.
Are they still completely closed?
Nona says Vegas opens on June 4th. I think that's actually
that's cool.
That's next week.
Yeah.
I'm just curious what that's going to be like because a lot of the Indian casinos have opened around here. Did you hear about that?
Well,
Pechanga opened.
Indian reservations are hard because they're not under the same legality.
Correct, which is why they're able to be open.
Right.
But they have social distancing guideline things in place. And so you've got like every other slot machine or whatever. And so I don't know, like the capacity is so small, yet I would think staff wise, you've got to have the same staff to run a place like that, just from overall overhead and stuff.
Except all of their staff talks like this, and when the great moon rises, the people.
No, that's not how they talk.
What do you? They're calm and peaceful.
They just talk
people.
like this, like, "Hey,
I don't think we're talking about the same group of people.
Do you want to hit, or do you want on blackjack, or do you want to stand? That was wrong.
Do you want to hit?
Want to buy some death sticks?
Yeah, dude. He's just drinking a bowl of peyote soup. And he's like, "You want to hit?"
No. Okay, all right. So I think we're getting a little stir crazy in here. I think it's Chris is knocking stuff over on the walls.
Hey.
Yeah, it's a set, Chris. It's
what?
not an indestructible CrossFit gym.
Is my hat high enough?
That's not what it sounded like to me.
Your hat's perfect. Why would you raise it higher?
That's weird.
That looks weird.
Yeah.
Don't
That's
do
how
that.
It feels like it's on my head.
Don't do
right
that.
now.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? Stories are trending, and something that I saw that there are not just humans that are having trouble with the lockdown. There are actually animals. I know our dog has been fine. However, we've been taking him on too many walks. We saw a meme of a person with their dog, and they're trying to take him for another walk, but the dog's up on top of the cabinets, and the meme says, "You've taken me on 20 walks today. I'm not going."
Right.
That's a great example of how you could have turned it and made it something that's a little more fun and said, when a dog tries to be a cat.
I didn't make the meme. You know what?
See, I feel like I just tapped into like suburban mom Facebook
and
lingo.
like when a dog is a cat, it's so cute.
When your dog acts like a cat.
When your cat acts like a human.
When your cat acts like a dog is a thing that I actually see a lot.
When like a meme?
Yeah. Like people would just like throw a ball in the cat. We need to talk about rats.
We need to talk about, you know what? Because rats are the one that are losing their mind.
Absolutely.
Oh, CDC. Now this is from the CDC. They warn that rats are getting aggressive during lockdown.
Aren't they always kind of nasty?
Well, I mean, I think that's kind of the idea. But this tweet from Catherine Lucy, and she's referencing a Washington Post article, roving rat armies, including one caught on camera scavenging New Orleans' empty streets, are concerning the CDC, which says rodents can carry disease. I mean, duh.
Yeah.
We know that.
This seems like it's a pitch for a new AMC series.
What is it? What is that series, Jake?
It's like the Walking Dead rats.
The new plague.
The one that's not even a creative, like the Walking Dead rats. Like it'd be like a sticker over the Walking Dead logo.
Give me 30 seconds to be creative right now.
Okay, if we're gonna have another like rat pandemic, then my mask is gonna change from the one that covers my face to like those Renaissance ones, like the long nose.
Yes,
Start wearing
right.
that around.
Like from the plague days, the doctors. Yeah. Okay, Jake's thinking.
Rest in peace, rats in panic.
I don't know.
That's pretty sick.
I don't know. Rest in peace, rats in panic. I don't know.
R.I.P. Rats in panic.
You know what? R.I.P.
Rats in pandemic.
Okay. Well, you know what? But the rats right here, which from the year that has brought a global pandemic of murder hornets. You guys heard about murder hornets?
I remember them.
Right?
What?
2020 has us getting ready for hyper aggressive rats. Like I feel like this is like a setting for the Ninja Turtles. Like it's Splinter. Like this is how
they're aggressive. They don't have turtles with them.
That's actually really funny you said that. Yesterday, I read this article about what are the actors from the Ninja Turtles doing now.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
How would you know what the actor was? They were in a costume. Like
they still have to be credited. They're human beings.
But like, how do you get like? Yeah, I was Donatello. Like, no.
Apparently, they're very like recognizable actors too. They've done other stuff, but apparently now
they're actually probably just
Tom
ninjas.
Cruise is Michelangelo.
Tom Cruise was not Michelangelo.
No, the guy that played Michelangelo is massive and he has a beard.
So this Nona makes a good point here. Nona makes a good point. The CDC are not trustworthy. They change regulations every day. Ugh. So maybe they just have it out for rats. The CDC is just against rats.
It's a smoke screen.
They're
like, we don't want to do any more COVID stuff. It's getting crazy. Hey, rats! Look.
But this rat thing does make a lot of sense because restaurants are closed, right? No garbage for these rats to eat. There's no massive amounts of pedestrians walking around dropping food that pigeons don't want to eat, so the rats get it. Right. Because so you have a hierarchy of things in the city, right? You have doves, right? Yeah. And doves are like the best. You have the best dove, right? And then you have pigeons, which are working class doves.
Well,
and then you have rats, which are like the seedy street people.
They're like, hey, we gonna go get some stuff tonight
with razor sharp teeth.
Right.
Yeah,
that are always like.
Did you not see Ratatouille? They make fantastic dishes.
Right.
Yeah. Well, don't just hork it down. See, that's a funny thing he tells the big fat rat.
Right.
But what about like I don't know. I've not seen armies of rats. I've not seen a rat that like scares me.
Cool.
But this, I would watch out for this. Right here.
Yes.
Like that is a squirrel with a flamethrower.
That's a hyper aggressive squirrel.
That's a hyper aggressive squirrel.
He's like, dude,
this is I can't take credit. I gotta say, Dean says to find the picture of a squirrel with a flamethrower. So I'd say that lockdown is worse for squirrels than it is for rats because
I guess so.
That is pretty nuts.
If they have to go to like Hitler measures,
that's crazy. Jessica, how are you doing? Yeah, the squirrels have flamethrowers,
right?
And the rats are armies that are they're getting aggressive. So stay away from the rats. If any of you guys had
rodents on the loose,
yeah. If you guys had any schedules to hang out with your rat buddies this week,
right?
You cancel those because
life
is
not a Disney movie. Life is not where
wait,
you sing with rodents This is not real life.
A whole new
but what
rat.
But
The
what
rats
was
actually help you like make clothes and
right?
stuff.
Right. Like
Wow.
that's not. It's not real.
Those are mice.
If you are
Gus
singing,
is a mouse.
if
Get your
you are
Cinderella
singing
reference
to
right.
rats, if you are singing to
All right,
rats, if you are singing to rats, and you are expecting a date to the ball, come like email us, let us know, and we'll be the one to take you and admit you.
Admit you to where?
The ball?
The mental institution.
You know what?
But-
I'm gonna
I
take it to
don't
the
know
ball.
what that
Don't
word-
worry.
Speaking of things that are totally real,
Yeah,
Okay.
actually real.
actually real.
You mean that squirrel with a blowtorch was not
100%
real?
real. 100%
That is
real. This is the real world we're
That's
living
how
in.
forest fires start.
Living in.
That's how forest fires start.
It's true.
That's true. Those little squirrels, they just start
It's
start
widely
those
known,
fires.
man.
Smokey
It's
the
a
Bear
thing.
is just a pawn. in their
Smokey the
game.
Bear. It's got Smokey the Bear has a squirrel's hand up his butt. So the squirrel's talking for Smokey the Bear. Isn't that how that works? No.
Oh nope.
I
No,
bugged myself.
but things that are real. Kendall Jenner.
Kendall Jenner.
Kendall
She
Jenner.
is. Kendall's got some problems, and she's got about
bet.
90,000 problems.
Right.
Which actually I think is kind of small for what happened with the Fire Festival. Kendall Jenner
$90,000.
is going to pay $90,000 settlement for promoting Fire Festival. Now, how many of you guys do you guys know about the
What is Fire
the
Festival?
Fire Festival?
no.
So the Fire Festival was a fake music festival
Okay.
that was huge,
Like massive.
like ginormous. Like Ja Rule was involved.
Okay.
And this guy, I forget who the other guy was. Jared something. I don't know. Anyways,
Leto.
Kendall Jenner was one of the people that they
The
hired.
Subway guy?
Not Subway Jared. No.
Okay,
He's
good.
I think he's in jail.
Yeah, he should be
that's-
forever.
He's not allowed to do anything where masses of people come together.
Oh yeah, okay. So the Fire Festival was the lineup was Good Music, Major Lazer, Blink-182, Disclosure, Ray Schmierman, Migos, Lil Yachty, Skepta, and then
Which-
just a bunch of other people.
Who were never actually contracted
They
to
never
be there.
signed up.
And the show never happened. It was a whole fake thing. There's 2 documentaries.
There
one
was
on
an
Amazon,
island,
one on Netflix.
There was an island.
With pigs.
Island
Yeah.
of Pigs.
The
Island
pigs swim, the swimming pig. You watch the documentary.
Is that real?
Yeah, that's real.
Oh, well, I didn't know this.
Yeah,
Well, anyway,
watch the
there's,
documentary.
there was an island that all
Watch
these
the
people
documentary.
bought tickets and
Yeah.
went to, and nothing was going on.
Right.
Wow.
Like they're just like, what? We just spent so much money on this thing.
Well, it got so. Anyways, it was this whole thing. People bought their tickets. It was supposed to be this big thing. Everything got canceled, and it was all fake. The whole thing was fake. And Kendall Jenner was one of their big.
Like spokespeople.
Well, yeah, one of their
Probably,
big
yeah.
personalities that was the influencer. They used influencer marketing and they posted all this stuff. And the big thing, their promotion was an orange square.
Yeah.
Everybody say, okay, at this time on this day, all you influencers post an orange square on your profile. And so then Instagram goes orange. Like that was the whole thing. Brilliant marketing
Yeah,
strategy.
right.
Super simple. I love it. But with all of that, Kendall has to pay a $90,000 settlement for her involvement, which I think is really interesting because she was not like, she wasn't necessarily the person that started it.
No,
Like she was just
wasn't.
part of the.
She was
marketing.
the pawn.
Like, did she? I wonder,
Right.
did she know? Did Kendall Jenner know?
I highly doubt it. I think the guy. What was the name of the guy that did it? Who did Fire Festival? Anyway, the guy that did it. Billy McFarland. Billy McFarland.
Yeah, Billy McFarland. That dude, like, he's super smart.
Yeah.
but yeah, he took some people for some money.
It was a fraudulent luxury music festival founded by Billy McFarland, CEO of Fire Media Inc. and rapper Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
It was created with the intent of promoting a company's Fire app for booking music talent.
Right. Yeah.
So
and the
this
whole
whole-
idea was an entrepreneurial, like,
Venture.
And I think
Yeah.
I think what it was he.
they forgot to contact the talent.
Well, no.
no, they
like-
just made it up.
Yeah,
they just lied. They
think
got
this is
investors.
all just
So
this-
like, if we just build it, they'll come and
right.
perform.
But here's
They never built it. That's
here's-
the weird part.
Here's the thing that's crazy.
They just said they built it.
this could end up turning out to be something that comes up again in the future and is real again.
Yeah. No, I think
Like-
that this could be something like the real Fire Festival.
It could have been the biggest marketing ploy in all of mankind that turned out being this massive thing. Because if now this year, right, at the end of this pandemic thing, whenever they lighten up all these restrictions that we have, and they said, okay, Fire Festival is actually happening, all artists are verified, this Billy whatever
Yeah.
McFarland dude doesn't have any hands in it whatsoever. Like this thing is going off. It's still his name that he created, but other than that, everything is untouched by him.
Yeah.
How much money would they make? I feel like they'd make a ton of money, especially with people trying to get out of this whole quarantine thing right now.
Oh, and any music festival that happens within a month of quarantine being lifted is going to be absolutely
Huge.
packed.
It's going to be ridiculous.
So
Yeah.
the
You're
thing,
seeing grannies going to metal shows just to get out of that.
I love my Metallica. Yes,
That's right.
and tonight. That's so good. Oh, I love you. And tonight. It sounds better without my hand. We're off to Never Land. Yeah, Jessica says it will, but here's it. So tickets right here. Tickets to the event, which was supposed to take place in April and May of 2017 in the Bahamas, cost up to $100,000. Yet once attendees arrived on the island, they quickly realized the event was not as it had been advertised. This was I've seen both
But you're
documentaries.
in the Bahamas. It's like,
Yeah, you're in the Bahamas, but it's still like these people paid up to $100,000 for like behind the scenes special stuff. Like they were supposed to see like
the tickets were 100,000.
Yes,
that wasn't
per
what
ticket.
They collected all together. That
Guys,
was-
genius.
No, it was millions, tens of millions of dollars. You got to watch the documentary.
Genius show idea.
What is it?
We got to pitch this right now to NBC.
okay, it starts right
Okay,
here.
all right. NBC. Listen carefully.
It's Fire Festival based.
Okay.
So what happens is we find it's the new season of Survivor. It's the new season of Survivor. And what it is they find 20 people. They tell them they want a contest to go to this like special thing. They don't even know they're going to be on Survivor. And then they show up and they're on Survivor and they have to instantly switch it into gear the moment they're there. But they have to be vetted and they have to know the process of Survivor.
That sounds a lot like that. What's that? That other Survivor, not Survivor, Tontine.
Yeah.
That whole thing. Yeah, if you've checked out Tontine,
What's that?
Google it.
Well, Tontine's
It's
crazy.
a fake Survivor thing that people supposedly died, and it's a weird like.
It's not fake.
It's.
They made a movie and it's not allowed to be shown in America.
I don't think it's actually real.
Okay.
I think it was a publicity stunt.
All I know is when I was a kid and I would stay at your house and we'd go surfing in the morning, we watched that video one night about the whole Tontine thing and I couldn't sleep.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize for your lack of sleep.
Fine.
We're gonna watch Tontine and Blair Witch. Let's go.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it was.
That's why I'm so interested in the horror genre.
So Jessica says there was a musician that did something similar. Fake artist that paid the tab for him. Like that. This
Joe
kinda-
Exotic.
It was Joe Exotic.
It was Joe Exotic.
Tiger King
It
was part of Fire.
It
Is
was
his own
Tiger
Fire-
King.
Surprised me.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Joe Exotic planned a tour for his music that he did, his country music.
Yeah.
And he ended up posting all these dates and like said he had this whole tour booked up to get all these venues. The venues ended up starting letting him doing it. And then he ended up showing up and playing to rooms of 12 people and saying it was the biggest thing in the world. And then all these people online would see these videos and then be like, wow, this is huge. Like this Joe Exotic guy is really huge.
Well, Jessica said it was somebody else.
Oh, really?
She says that she did that guy too. And then Holly says, "Look at the PR. It's true.
Right.
Like your wife is brilliant, Chris.
I know.
You see the PR that they're getting. It's bad, but they're trending. Like I think the marketing that they did for all of that, because it was just simple. It's an orange. Just put an orange square on your profile. That's all you got to do.
Simple.
And they turned it red, or they turned it orange. It's.
But you
pretty
know,
smart.
I mean, crazy scenario. But I mean, this was in 2017.
Yeah.
Why are we talking? Trending stories are taking over now because they're
Because
new.
she owes $90,000 for
Right.
posting a picture on
I
her
understand
Instagram.
that.
So now we're talking about the
So then
legality.
just her though, or then all the people who?
yeah,
are kind of,
that's my question. It's like who else has to do
or
this?
is she
then?
like the scapegoat?
Yeah, that's a good question.
The fall guy.
Well, she's the biggest name.
True.
She's the biggest influencer name that is a part of it. But Fire Festival founder Billy McFarland is currently serving a 6-year prison sentence for pleading guilty to 2 counts of wire fraud. That's all he got hit with was 2 counts of wire fraud. The dude was defrauding so many people. You got
That's
to watch
crazy.
the documentary.
Right.
All he got was wire fraud. That's crazy. But that's probably all they could prove. But the thing I think that brings an interesting wrinkle to this story is Jenner was essentially, she was innocent in this. Mm-hmm. She took payment,
Right.
but
Well, that's
where
it.
was her involvement in the fraud? That's the part that I think that starts to be worrisome
Well,
for influencers.
Is that what this means then? Does it mean that she actually did have an idea of what was going on if she's the only one that is being targeted to pay this money?
I don't know. Well,
Did she get a cut of anything? I mean,
Well,
was she-
oh yeah,
I think she
that's
did,
how
yeah.
that's how influencers work. Like you get a certain percentage of what. Like if you send people a code to get this, then you get some sort of kickback. That's how the influencer marketing works. And so you may be actually right. So right here in the story it says Jenner, who was among several celebrities to post about the fraudulent music event, was paid $275,000 to endorse the festival in 2017. She was sued in U.S. bankruptcy court in New York in August 2019 by Gregory Messer, who argued that Jenner did not only fail to disclose to her followers that she would be paid for advertising Fyre Festival, but that she led them to believe the festival would be filled with famous models on an exotic private island with first-class culinary experiences and a luxury atmosphere, which
sounds like she was in on it.
Well, but that was the whole marketing thing.
True.
And in that scenario, she's getting thousands of requests a day.
And let's be real. I mean, if you're any Jenner, and you get anything saying there's this massive thing that everybody that's famous, like they are the most famous family in the world. Let's be real.
That's probably
true. The Kardashians are the most famous family in the world. And they probably get hit up hundreds of times a day by people being like, hey, we're having this event.
Come thousands of times a day.
Okay. Let's split hairs.
More.
But they're like, come to this event.
Yeah.
Right. And they're going to have to do something to keep their image up.
Well, that's the whole point of them they're famous for being famous. That's the part about the Kardashians that just blows my mind. They're not famous for like doing anything. They're famous for being famous.
Well, I mean, Bruce Jenner before the whole Caitlyn Jenner thing, with his famous athletic career, right?
And then but the show is the Kardashians. It's not the Jenners,
right? I understand.
So, I mean, I think
I was there.
Okay, but it's interesting because this speaks to.
But then wait, hang on. They're also related to OJ.
What?
It's the Kardashians.
The Kardashians.
They're so it's a weird, like if you research that family,
it's insane.
It's kind of creepy.
It's like Illuminati stuff. But you know what? Kendall Jenner's giving it away. Kendall Jenner's giving it away. You know, she has to
what do you
give
mean she's giving it away?
No.
I don't know what in
no,
the
not
world,
like that.
Jake?
$90,000.
She's giving the money, right? She has to say, you know what?
Jessica, hold on. Jessica says, who's Bruce Jenner?
Who's Oh,
well, it's
no, she knows. She says LOL, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good joke.
We're gonna leave that joke there. I like that, Jessica. You get a bell and a round of applause.
Bruce Jenner's Caitlyn Jenner's brother, right?
No. it's Caitlyn Jenner's
alter ego.
Clone.
Alter ego.
But
clone.
Reversed. It's like her reverse clone. I don't know. All right,
that would be a sweet superhero premise. But I was going to say, she's giving away the money. She's got $90,000 she has to give away. But you know who's making money right now?
Who?
Oh, yeah. Tell him. Tell him who.
Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert Arenas.
You guys remember this guy?
The guy who ran a bunch of red lights?
Yeah, he ran 60 red lights in 4
Didn't
months.
he like make videos like, this is how you
run he posted it. He's like, he posted on Instagram and he's like, this is how you do it. You don't put your license plate on your car.
He was totally doing illegal things and he just shared it with the world. So
that's the thing is like he shared it online, so he had to pay the money, right?
Yep.
Well, now
he's got the money to pay that because Gilbert Arenas wins a $300,000 Powerball jackpot after meeting homeless men. Now, that's the part that I think is really interesting. Like, is he trying to clean up his image in this?
You know,
is he trying
to say? I don't think so.
Because the post that he
again, this story comes to us from another Gilbert Arenas Instagram post.
Brought to you by.
Can you ever trust a Gilbert Arenas Instagram post?
I don't know, but 75,447 likes talks different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the number of likes that makes you wish you spoke a little French. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying. But
this is the Instagram post by No Chill Gil. That's Gilbert Arenas, and it's a picture of this guy at the gas pump, right?
And there's more pictures there. There's more pictures in the post. You can scroll. He has text messages saying that he won right there, saying that he won the.
Did he really win?
Okay, he really won. And here's the craziest thing that happened. He did nothing.
Right.
This homeless man did nothing.
So
the guy that won the Powerball. Or the guy that won the lotto is the owner of the gas station that Gilbert Arenas frequents.
Okay.
But what happens is Gilbert Arenas has been playing the same lotto numbers every single day for the last since he's gotten out of the NBA.
Since he ran all those red lights.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Right, since he's like trying to find a way to recoup. Right,
I gotta get my money back.
Yes. So he goes in and he plays the same numbers every day. Well, this shop closes at a specific time, and so Gilbert Arenas leaves his house, doesn't have his money with him, right, and goes to this gas station. So he goes to the gas station to put like gas in his tank so he can go to his other gas station. And when he gets there, he realized, I don't have my money. I only have $10. I'm going to put $10 in my tank. I'm going to go buy a lotto ticket with that. Then a homeless guy comes up and starts asking him for like $5.
Right.
And he's like, look, man, I'm frustrated. I don't want to give you the money, but he's like, nah, man, I only have 10. How about this? I'll only get $5 and then I'll give you the other 5 because I need to go get my lotto numbers punched in before this gas station closes. Homeless man says, don't worry about it. Homeless man says, that's fine. Take your money, go get the lotto. And if you win, give me $20 instead of $5 and we'll call it even. Gilbert Arenas goes, you serious? Dude goes, yeah. Gilbert Arenas goes, gas station was closed, goes home. Wakes up next morning, gets a text message saying he won the jackpot, goes, this is fake, then goes into the gas station later that day that he frequents. The owner said that he punched in his numbers for him.
So he should owe the gas station
guy, not the homeless guy.
But
he gave the homeless guy like a wad of cash.
Did he give the homeless guy $20?
He gave him more than that. He said, I won't say how much for his safety. Which is a good move.
Right.
That's a good move.
$20 gets you killed in the street, man.
Yeah, right here in the article, he says, this is Arenas talking, I pulled up on my guy yesterday and gave him his cut for his safety, won't say the number. He jumped up and hugged me for 5 minutes crying and then started pray. I've given back to the homeless, but never was blessed by one. So, like, you know what? I'm gonna say bell and clap for Gilbert Arenas.
It's interesting because
that's pretty awesome.
It's kind of like it opened his eyes to something, but yet neither of them had any complicit part of doing it.
Perhaps that was an act of God's grace to give him a blessing through the homeless man he would never have met if he did not go to that.
Yeah. Maybe they're going to be best friends now. Maybe this guy's going to be the next Michael Jordan.
Or he's going to learn how to run red lights at a fantastic pace.
He's like, here's how you get money and avoid the
or
cops.
maybe it's all about, this is not about running the red lights of life.
You're turning small misdemeanors into like a whole, like, you know,
it's a life-changing experience.
Yeah.
It's a life-changing experience.
Absolutely.
So Gilbert Arenas, he finally has the money now to pay the fines for all those red lights.
Do fines gain interest at all? Because he's probably got.
I don't know, but government interest is so cheap. Like
is it?
But he also played basketball in the NBA, so it probably wasn't a money
and
issue.
this picture, he's on outside of an arena, looks like.
Gilbert Arenas?
Gilbert Arenas. Maybe he's going to buy an arena now.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. Anyways, yeah, Gilbert, good for you. Congratulations.
Well done.
Homeless guy, way to be at the right place at the right time. And you know what? Sports is something that everybody's missing. Most people are missing.
I miss sports.
You know, I'm just saying most people are missing. Like this room is missing sports.
Charles Barkley said that this week.
Charles Barkley said that. However, Charles Barkley was a part of something this last weekend that was actually sports. Like sports was really happening.
Sports was real.
Sports was really happening this last week.
Was it legal?
It was legal.
Okay.
It was on television.
Uh-oh.
It was golf. But
Is that really a sport?
There were more than golfers involved. If you've not heard about this, it was a golf match between Tiger Woods,
Okay.
Tom Brady,
Got it.
Peyton Manning,
Okay.
and Phil Mickelson.
Yeah.
Phil Nicholson. Is he
This-
like Jack Nicholson's brother?
So no, he's
Mickelson.
Mickelson. He's the
Got
lefty.
it.
So
Okay.
they played golf
For
and
5 hours.
For 5
That's
hours,
good.
they played a match game, a match against each other. They were teams. So it was Tiger and Peyton Manning,
Okay.
and then it was Tom Brady and Phil Mickelson. And it's funny.
Wait, didn't Brady and Manning go against each other several times in the Super Bowl?
Not in the Super Bowl. They're both AFC teams, but they played against each other, and there were records against each other a lot.
they're considered two of the greatest quarterbacks.
They are considered, and I think they probably are.
Yeah,
I think that's.
I don't know that Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time because he's been surrounded by a team. We could talk about this all night if we wanted to.
Well, we're going to see what happens when he goes to Tampa Bay when the season finally starts.
Well, everybody's going to go with him.
Well, that's not his fault.
Yeah, a little bit it is. Because
So-
they built this hierarchy system where it's just wherever the money is, wherever the best is, that's where you go. There's no team
Yeah,
loyalty,
well,
and then all of a sudden everybody's
But
just
here's
showing
the
up
thing that's
in
interesting
Tampa
about
Bay.
this is everybody's so starved for sports
Yeah.
that they decided, hey, we're going to put this together where we're going to take 2 professional golfers and 2 professional athletes from another sport, and let's see how
As
this
if
goes.
golfers aren't athletes.
Right? No, I said
Well,
2
I mean, come
professional
on.
athletes from another sport.
Two
Could there be a
professional
difference?
golfers, 2 professional athletes. And it was just
Well,
a funny way to say it.
I mean, okay. you
Why
get-
is
you got me.
golf a sport?
Why is golf a sport?
Yeah.
Because it's competition. Same
Is that
way
the-
fencing's a sport.
Is that
or
the only thing? I mean, I feel like isn't there supposed to be a certain element of athleticism when it comes to like sports?
have you ever seen
Have you
Tiger
ever-
Woods
have you ever-
workouts?
Yeah, have you ever played golf?
Yeah.
You're tired after.
Of being so freaked out and frustrated. Yeah, I'm
Well,
exhausted.
hey, it's all the same. Hey, you know who got frustrated during this game?
Tell me.
Tom Brady. So Tom Brady is used to winning. Tom Brady is used to doing well,
And he wasn't.
and he struggled.
Okay.
But he
Did he get the
evidently
high score?
no. They ended. I think it was
That's how you play golf, right? You
did
get the
Mickelson-
highest score.
No.
lowest score.
Lowest score.
Lowest score.
What kind of backwards game is this?
But it's interesting to think about: is this where they're going to go with sports in the foreseeable future? Because things are
Oh,
You mean
limited.
having like people from different sports play in the different sports?
But that turns
That'd be kinda
everything
cool.
into almost like a figurative puppy bowl. You know? Like it's almost like turning everything into like an event that's not really the main event, but we want to get some traction out of it.
It's like having fun though. We haven't had fun in a while.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but it's not a puppy bowl.
But is it-
because
but-
these are actual athletes doing sporty things?
Okay, here's the thing I enjoy. I do like this because it's athletes doing sporty things, but it's like this is
I
the
think it's so silly that we just said athletes doing this. It's so non-sports related.
Yeah, athletes doing sporty things. All these boys with their
Such
bats and
cute
their
uniforms.
balls.
Daniel Saunders has a great idea.
Okay.
Daniel
Let us have it.
says reality TV meets golf. The Kardashians golf.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Who would
The
watch
Bachelor's
that?
Golf.
The Bachelor's
The
golf.
Bachelor's Golf, where it's like, oh, getting your twosomes, and then he's just like in a twosome with a girl every
And he
single
has
hole.
to pick. So there's 18 contestants. They're just waiting for him, and that's their date.
Yep.
Horrible show. Don't do that, NBC.
Well, that's my point. And the reason why is because golf is what we're deciding is the thing that we're all going to watch with excitement.
Well, because golf is an individual sport.
We have hit a new low.
I understand golf.
I think it has way more to do
Do you
with
understand
the
how
function
much
of it.
fun it would have been to see Phil Mickelson and Tiger Woods just beat on each other in an octagon?
Well, I'd watch.
Right?
But that's-
Absolutely.
but
Do they get
that's-
to keep the clubs?
Yeah. It's like Casey Jones, dude.
That's right. Another Turtles reference.
Another
right
Turtles
there.
reference. Which that guy's doing great.
Right.
Casey Jones?
Yeah. The guy that played him, he's hot stuff.
Oh.
What is he? I remember him, but I can't remember what else he was in. He became someone. Or he was he someone?
Negan reminds me of
Negan?
Casey Jones.
His name is Elias Koteas,
Okay. Do we care?
Elias Cotes.
and he's just a cool guy.
Yeah. Well, so
He was
Tiffany
in other stuff though. What was
Tiffany says that NASCAR's also racing now. NASCAR had their first race.
That's vehicles. That nobody's doing
it's
any
still-
physical
but-
activity.
But no, here's the point. It's competition.
except the guy's going zip.
It's competition
I don't know.
and it's
How's that?
entertainment. That's what we're missing. We're missing competition. We're missing entertainment. That's where I think this fits the niche.
No, yes, I was excited when
But-
I saw the story. I was
But
very
the interesting thing is that MLB now has come out with their rules
Okay.
for what they're going to do for the season, and it seems pretty impossible. I
They
think
just
that
neutered
They
baseball.
might have a better chance. They might have a better chance to do this celebrity golfing stuff than to actually run the MLB season.
They might have a better chance of getting good ratings doing the golf thing.
Now, what if they
I
took
agree.
the golfers and made a team out of them for the MLB? So it's like,
So they just get
so it's just
pounded.
the worst baseball team.
I don't
It's
know.
like, let's
man.
get all these guys that would have retired 3 years ago from the
Yeah.
MLB and throw them on a team
That's a
together.
good idea.
Could we put the ball on a tee for us? I think that'd be
Right.
better. You know, we can just like
Only curveballs.
adult
Yeah.
T-ball.
and still collared shirts.
The T-ballers.
Like I think
They
that'd
call
be
them the T-ballers.
T-ballers.
There you
But
go.
MLB has put out their coronavirus guidelines, and they are
That looks-
banning spitting, high fives, fist bumps, and hugs.
Okay, it's no longer
what-
a sport then.
What is left?
There's
If you,
nothing.
I mean, yeah, you play the game,
sport.
but I mean, okay. I mean, I guess that's true. But the reason for enjoying it is all like the excitement and yeah, and like that's
Right.
that's
Well,
what if you can't get excited and you
locker
can't
room
spit,
presence. Locker room presence is so important, and I think the most important in baseball. And people will yell at me for years over this, just because they're like, football, you go in there and the coach is yelling and it's tearing the paint off the wall, you know. But in baseball, every single moment of the game, like defense, you're all a unit. You get off the field, you take a rest, right? In baseball, it's very individualistic, even though you are on the team, and you have to think about what it is that you're going to be doing, just like in any other sport. But there's something about having one of each position, as opposed to your line is a unit. You have a running unit. You have a passing unit, which is your one quarterback.
It's like a mix between an individual sport and a team sport. I mean, I think kind of, right?
But like that's what I think is so important, is that you have these individuals that are shining, instead of an offense and a defense specifically, individuals that are like that. Mike Trout, best player in MLB.
What's your point?
My point is that all
Get
of
on
these,
with it.
My point is that I don't understand how you're not getting here. How are these people supposed to stay unified on a baseball field when they're not able to have the one moment of actual interaction as person to persons on a team?
From a team building standpoint,
there's no morale.
Yeah, no, there's no morale. That doesn't work. You can't play the game. You can't play the game like that. Nona says she can't wait for MLB to start. I think there's a lot of people that are waiting for MLB to start. I don't know. Nona, comment. Would you want MLB like this? No spitting, no fist bumps, no high fives, no hugging. All social distancing guidelines in place for a Major League Baseball season.
What happens after a walk-off home run now?
Right.
I know. You can't, you can jump up and down, but 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
I'm buzzing you, MLB. That makes no sense. Daniel Saunders says he said there's 67 pages of guidelines. Wow. Who can remember all the nanny state minding? I mean, how are we supposed to 67 pages of guidelines for baseball? Well, there's already 182 games.
Guidelines aren't actually
162
rules.
games.
There's already a giant rule book.
Captain Barbosa taught me anything. It's, guidelines are a little more loose.
All right. So, okay. Thank you, Nona. Nona says, no, that's weird. Yeah. It wouldn't be baseball.
It wouldn't be baseball.
And if you add in the fact that there's going to be nobody in the stadiums, what are we doing?
I would start a new sport protest. I'd just start doing high fives.
Yes, that's right. How many high fives?
Kneeling during the
national anthem?
It'd be like high fives.
Then let's start.
We're
that
Bengals
one.
strong.
That's right.
But the other thing, I mean, you think about what's happening with the MLB and how they're having to change things and social distancing, and the people in the booth that are doing because that's really all you get now. You get the commentary. Mm-hmm. You watch the game, and then you get the commentary telling you how it is from the people that are actually there in the stadium. And commentators are very important, but I think the most important commentator of all times is probably somebody that we're going to talk about in this next story, that I would love to see him do a baseball game. Mm. I would love to see this guy do a baseball game, because it would be fantastic. But right now he's not ready for baseball. Ron Burgundy wants to host the 2021 Oscars red carpet show.
That would be. I would watch the Oscars for that.
That would be worth the watch, just to see. Now, I mentioned it to you guys before. You guys haven't seen Cord and Tish, which is Will Ferrell's character with Molly Shannon. They do it for Funny or Die, and they've done the Rose Parade. They did the Royal Wedding.
Are they really dubbing over the event?
I've got a clip for you from the Rose Parade with Cord and Tish doing their live commentary of the Rose Parade. So let's go to that. Let's go to Cord and Tish to preview what it might be like if Ron Burgundy was to do the red carpet at the Oscars. Here it is.
Is riding alongside and pulling the Ascot Lander carriage.
You know what? Not interested. We don't have to talk about it.
The horses used are Windsor Greys. Their names are Plymouth, Londonderry, Milford Haven.
This is actually the Royal Wedding.
Basil, Tyrone, and Storm. Tyrone and Storm are father and son horses. All the horses are named by the Queen.
As you know, I'm no fan of horses, Tish. They scare me to death.
Well, then you, Cord, will definitely want to be. You would not want a repeat of an
This
incident.
Is live.
The
They're in London at the Royal Wedding.
Spooked by the crowd and threw its rider, slammed down onto the ground.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
The rider couldn't hold on to the horse, and it broke free and ran wild and crazy towards the crowd until some soldiers finally took control of the horse, calmed it down. Thank God it didn't go off into the crowd and hurt a bunch of people.
You know what? Let's just stop talking about the horses, Tish.
Cord, are you okay?
Everything about them just makes me nervous. Their round feet, their wet noses, their bigness. I just don't like how close they are to us.
They are, well, they're all the way in Windsor, which is 30 miles away, and we're in London.
Okay, but what if they bust loose and they run this way?
Is that
I don't
Vanessa
think that's
Bayer?
gonna happen. But I was worried that this might
Vanessa
happen.
Bayer from SNL?
I
No, it's Molly
actually
Shannon.
brought
Oh,
something that
Superstar.
could help. Have you ever tried exposure therapy, Cord?
No, I haven't. What is that?
I did it a long time ago to get over my fear of ticks.
Uh-huh.
As you know, I have
Right.
a fear of ticks. And what it does is it cures
Now I can
anxiety
see
by
that.
exposing you to scary things a little bit at a time. So
Interesting.
for my recovery, I would start out looking at photos
She
of
has
some
a very,
teeny, tiny ticks, and I
Vanessa
would try to
Bayer
control my reaction.
look
Yeah.
And then
and
it would move on to
tone.
looking at
Yeah.
bigger and bigger and bigger ticks. And then the whole thing is that eventually the anxiety goes away.
Huh. Well, and this worked.
It worked. It really did. And I think it could work for you too. So what I did for you today, because I knew your fear might come up, was I brought
Yes.
some different size toy horses.
She's opening a box.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to show you a horse, and then you're going to try and see if you can control your fear. Okay, keep your eyes closed. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Open your eyes.
Get that the fuck away from me! I'm serious, Tish. Put that tiny horse.
So they've gone to I didn't hit the buzzer there quick enough on that one, but they make up these characters,
Right.
Cord and Tish, and they have a backstory. They've been on talk shows and stuff, and they actually have a backstory where they talk about where they're from. They're from Connecticut. They've got like family that they've
Right.
made up. Like,
Okay,
it's
so
the
this
whole
is the thing, though. I feel like Will Ferrell has kind of. I almost said Will Smith. I feel like Will Ferrell loses himself in Ron Burgundy, the way that Jim Carrey kind of did with Andy Kaufman.
Yeah, like he's so heavy into it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like I mean,
But that's
it's
just
just
going to
funny.
sell Ron Burgundy all the more.
Oh right, and
Oh, yeah.
I think that's why it's funny that it says Ron Burgundy wants to host the 2021
Right.
Oscars, because Will
It's
Ferrell's
not
in
Will
charge
Ferrell,
of this decision.
But does
Right.
he? Did you say just the red carpet or the actual Oscars themselves? Because
It's
I
the-
would like to see him host it.
Oh yeah,
I think
the
that'd be hilarious.
red carpet pre-show.
Okay, I want to see.
So-
I want to see him actually host the show.
They
itself.
can't get that unprofessional up
Well-
in the hoity-toity Hollywood.
And
era.
and you think about like Gervais has like he's done his last.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think they got to be careful with how they choose people because of how the hosts are responding lately.
Well, Burgundy would be perfect because it doesn't matter what he says; he's not a real person.
True.
Right? I mean,
But I will tell you, okay, Ricky Gervais.
Yeah,
We're a fan
Hilarious.
of Ricky Gervais.
Oh, yeah, very much so.
He's funny. There is a show on Netflix called Afterlife that
Yes,
he
I've
wrote,
heard about
directed,
that.
and stars in. It is not funny, Ricky Gervais. It's a funny show.
Well, it's very serious and dark, right?
it is the most beautiful. I cried so hard watching this show.
What?
It's
Really?
amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's about this man that loses his wife and trying to cope with it and find meaning
Yeah.
to life and everything. It's just, oh my gosh, it's so good. So if you want to see Ricky Gervais like
In a dramatic role.
in a dramatic role, but
Yeah.
not only that, just being Ricky Gervais, the dude he created The Office. I mean, he's a genius in that regard. He created Extras, genius in that regard. Everything he's been in,
Yeah.
he was
he's absolutely
excellent
hilarious.
in the Muppets Most Wanted.
Yeah, and in Night at the
Yes, that's a
Museum,
great-
in the Night at the Museum movies, he was hilarious.
Oh,
as
he was
the owner.
he was the
He was the
museum
owner.
curator.
Yeah.
He was
that's
awesome,
right.
and he was
Yeah.
and can you please thank you.
Yeah, just constantly mumbling. Anyway, if you somebody, I just find it interesting that he's like, Hollywood sucks, yet he comes out and he writes, directs, and stars in the most like amazing stories.
But it's Netflix, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I mean it's an original Netflix.
Yeah.
It's not part of the Hollywood world anymore.
I don't know if you could say that.
Well, it probably is. I mean, I guess if we were real, it probably is. But Netflix, we would still be happy for you to host our
Hire
show.
me.
Right.
That's right. But so Ron Burgundy, hopefully he gets the bid for the Oscar pre-show. That would be fantastic.
That would be awesome.
But
watch
something
it.
that is not fantastic is when animals attack.
I mean, speak for yourself.
Well, what if it's like an army of rats? That'd be kind of fun.
Well, if it is an army of rats, depending on where they're at and what kind of diseases
just
they're
step on them.
carrying.
Well, if origin story wise, if an army of rats attacked me in the alley, there's a small chance I could become
Did they
the
try to
Rat
take your
King
pearls?
from what?
Did they attack you in an alley? Did they try to steal your pearls?
No, that's Batman, not Ratman.
Okay, that's good.
Important distinction.
But here's the deal: if there's animals that are attacking, typically that's a bad thing. Like unless you're part of the mutant Ninja Turtle gang,
Right,
And
and like,
you are attacking the animal.
There's like a fine line of like the size of animal, right?
Oh,
There's
that
like
definitely plays a role.
A Great Dane is like still painful, but like you can survive.
And they just lick your face. They don't do anything bad.
And they're just fun and nice. But I think the line is crossed when we get to bison.
Yeah, bisons are like they're too much. So
I hear it's delicious though.
a bison burger. Yeah. Well, this woman probably would like to make a bison burger out of this bison because there's a woman that is injured in a bison attack at Yellowstone National Park. Now, I will tell you, I was in Yellowstone National Park with our family when we went on our 86-day road trip
With a bison.
With a bison, there were multiple bisons. That's the part of Yellowstone we almost died in because you have to go on this like cliff area, and we were in a 40-foot diesel motorhome. It's
And
a whole
there's
story.
bisons?
Yeah, so you go to this whole field. I'll find a picture of it and pull it up. But there is a huge field, and bisons are running across the road. Like there's a couple of times where we're watching out the side window, and people are pulled over, and there's these bisons like running like back and forth. Like it's like legit. Bisons are everywhere.
Wow.
It's a section of the park where this is where the bisons hang out. We got out of the motorhome and walked out in this field and down like this creek, and you could kind of see the bison like all over there. And I mean, at some point you feel like, well, maybe they're going to rush at us. This lady was not so. They didn't rush at us.
Well, this lady got 25 feet from this 25 yards.
Yeah, we were probably 5 yards away from when we were in the motorhome. Like he literally walked. Like we could have reached out and probably couldn't reach out and touched him, but it was super close. But yeah, this lady gets attacked. The woman refused transport to medical facility.
Because she's hard like that, bro.
Why in the world would you refuse transport? Maybe because of COVID?
Is she embarrassed?
Like, I don't understand why.
I don't know. Maybe she's just like tough as nails and she beat up the bison.
Yeah, what happened to the bison? Do we know?
The bison,
They put it down.
he's made into a tasty burger.
They put it down. He's not supposed to do this. No, but this
Well, he
is
is a
this is
wild
the
animal.
woman's fault.
It is her fault.
This bison is the hero of the week.
Right.
And the reason
I wish
why
we could be talking about this while eating a bison burger. That'd be amazing.
I don't know if that would be necessarily appropriate.
It would honor his memory.
park ranger said you should stay at least 25 yards from large animals such as bison. So essentially she was within parameter, right? Because she was exactly 25 yards.
Yeah,
from
because
a bison.
25 yards is how far that bison needs to get to top speed.
Right. That 25 yards is how long it takes for that bison to go, you're looking nice to me.
That's right. I don't think bison eat people, though.
No, that's not what I mean.
Bison are definitely not people eaters.
No.
There's not. They're
That'd
not.
be
But
terrifying.
they are huge.
Yeah.
Like if you've seen, we were when the bison was coming by, like crossing the road and then like running by the side of our motorhome. There was moments where I was like, "Oh, are they gonna like? What are they gonna do?"
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you
They're
like
big
sitting
animals.
in
They're
the
a
seat
necklace
driving
creature.
And you're like eye level with them?
No, we pulled over and we stopped and we're leaning over the side and we're looking out our window.
Right.
And they're like running like right there
That's crazy.
and around and like it's crazy.
Are they slow?
Did you feel like a bison?
Not really. I mean, they're not like cheetahs,
Right.
but they're also not sloths.
They probably get to about 30 miles.
Are they
an hour.
faster than cows?
I don't care. Their momentum is not worth trying to find out how fast they are.
You think you
Because
could stop one?
that's a big thing.
my face.
I
I was
could not
watching.
stop one.
Okay, I was watching Wipeout last night, and I actually got into a really deep hole of thought where I was thinking, you know, that one where it spins around, like they're all standing on the poles, it spins around and it hits
Yes.
them
Oh,
off.
we did that in Oklahoma at a Sky Zone place where they had that thing. It's hard.
It is.
Yeah.
You couldn't just hold it.
No, you have to let it spin. That's a rule.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can't just stop it.
Well, like I was just like, what if
That's
I just
the
like,
game.
what if I stopped it and then hopped over it and then let it go again?
Well, so I think you're technically not supposed to touch it. And if you impede
how
it
many
from going
people-
around, I don't know. I just know that it was hard and I got tired way faster than I thought.
Yeah.
It was one high, one low, and you jump one and you duck one. And I was
Oh,
like,
it was like
no
a-
problem.
like a double
I was
whammy?
like, no problem. And I'm like, after like 2 minutes, I'm sucking wind and I'm
Dude, I went on my first
hard.
bike ride since the trip, like the day I got back.
like since you just got back yesterday, 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I went back 2 days. I went on a ride 2 days ago.
Okay.
I went back to all my routine,
Yes,
right?
okay.
I rode like 13 miles just like by myself because I'm
What?
like, I want to get back into it. So I'm like, I'm not going to go the full 20. I'm going to do the 13.
Yeah.
Threw up hard.
Wow.
Threw up really hard.
Was it salad dressing throw up or was it just
No, it was real. It was real.
Was it like
liquidy.
chunky?
No, it was
liquidy.
liquidy.
Yeah.
It was very liquidy.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't eaten anything all
Okay,
day.
so that's legit, man.
Yeah, but it was crazy. And
Where did you go on a 13-mile bike ride?
up Bison Cherry?
Really?
Oh, you went up the hill?
Yeah,
Bro.
the one that main hill, and then down, and then all the way up the Yorba Linda one by Yorba Linda High School across Fairmont, and then down all the way. And we're talking about like landmarks that probably half the people aren't even aware of right now.
Well, the people that are watching live, most of them probably know about them.
Oh, okay.
But the thing about that is that's a beast of a ride.
Yeah, it was
the hills
insane.
and it was hot yesterday too. Were you sad about it? Like,
What
did
do
it
you
make
mean?
you sad? Like, because you were hot and you were tired? Like, were you sad?
I mean, I was a little sad. I was like, why isn't my riding buddy here anymore?
Oh, you felt a little like
I felt a little lonely.
Like,
I was walking up one of the hills at the very end because I couldn't quite get up the final Yorba Linda hill, and I was
Yeah.
like, this is awful. And I'm talking about sucking wind, man. I'm just just trying to get something.
so I wonder if maybe you did that subconsciously to kind of, I don't know,
to kind of feel
kind
like
of
for someone.
feel for someone.
Yeah, empathy,
Maybe,
right?
yeah, that the feeling of empathy where you
Maybe
can
I just
actually
need a
you
new
can be
riding
in-
buddy.
Maybe you need a new riding buddy.
Sometimes when something really sad is happening, more than one person feels it.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
yeah.
Which is like really sad because do you think Prince Harry knew I need a riding buddy?
You know, I
Maybe.
think I wondered if Prince Harry knew because Prince Harry, he's sad.
Yeah.
Poor
Yeah,
Prince,
poor
poor
guy.
Prince Harry. Like it's really sad when you think about, you know, you're in a strange new place
yeah,
and you're
by yourself.
by yourself, and you feel, I don't know, rudderless.
Rudderless.
Prince Harry feels rudderless in Los Angeles without friends or a job. Look at his poor face.
Oh,
No, this can't be, like, he couldn't have been telling this person that he feels sad during this picture because he looks like he's on stage somewhere.
He's like, I miss my mom.
No, that's the thing is he's so open with the fact that he is miserably alone. That,
like,
so where's Megan and all this?
I don't know. Where is Megan? Megan, where
Right.
are you? Where are you? What are you doing?
Trying to sell things, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Like what?
Well, whatever she can.
Fire Festival?
Yeah, maybe. She can't use Royal. She can't use that.
That's
thing,
right. They got to
So-
change their branding. So, Jake, did you go through this story?
I didn't.
It's so sad. It's almost I didn't really dig into it either because I'm kind of like, what are you sad about? Rudderless and sad and by yourself.
Shortly after Prince Harry and Meghan Markle moved to Los Angeles with their son Archie to stay at home for COVID-19. No. Before they moved, they were told to stay at home for COVID-19 prevention as it began.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's all pent up and he's like, I left my jolly big old mansion to come out here with my wife and my little son, and
Well-
now I'm all sad and alone.
Well, okay, now I get feeling rudderless and sad and alone
True.
because if you're in quarantine. I mean, I
Right.
get it. We are all there.
Absolutely.
But why is his rudderlessness so
As someone that
Like,
feels this
strong.
emotion on a regular basis, I will dive in.
Is this the rudderless?
rudderless
emotion?
though? Like that means you can't steer anywhere. You're just like
Rudderless
floating.
means you're stuck.
You're floating down a river with no paddles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how scary that
You're
is?
not even
So-
in a van
No.
down by the river.
No, and there's
But
bison
but
everywhere.
here's the thing. They made the choice to leave the royal family. They made
Right.
the choice to.
You know, and sometimes you make a choice that
Megxit.
just makes you sad.
It's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But I
the
think
repercussions of the choice come and hit you hard.
yeah.
Right
So
across the face.
he has a lot of friends in the military community in the UK, and of course he misses them. The source continued, "This is a very strange time for us all, but I think Harry is missing having a structure to his life right now." I think that was inevitable when they decided to leave.
Right.
When they decided
he
to
just
leave,
misses popping off rounds with his military buddies.
that could be true. But
All hail the queen.
Right.
so Daniel says a royal bummer.
Oh,
That's a royal
that's
bummer.
a real
I
shame.
think you know what? That's true.
Maybe we should
Royal
invite Prince
Bummer.
Harry to come be a part of TSTO. We could be
Oh,
friends
Prince
for him.
Harry. You know what? We could give you a rudder
Right.
every Thursday at around 11-ish, depending on what time we start.
Yeah.
Oh man, I have a great joke, but I don't think I could say it.
Is it
Why?
inappropriate?
Yeah,
is it
it
worse
is.
than Will Ferrell cursing on our live show?
Right.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, so-
Can I go?
No, I mean, I don't. Should we?
I don't know.
we
why
end
don't
it
you-
with that.
Why don't you start it and then we'll see if it'll-
We'll cut him off.
If we're gonna give Prince Harry a rudder, then are we gonna give Meghan Markle the motorboat?
Oh wow, wow.
Prince Harry would apologize for
You know what?
Jake and his sense
You know what? This has been a very strange.
I'm
trending
satisfied with
Thursday
my
and
first day back.
Hey, but you know what?
This is the effects of quarantine.
this is the effects of quarantine.
Self.
The rats are getting crazy. Jake's getting crazy.
We just need some more high fives, people.
We need more high
Handshakes.
fives, more spitting, more sunflower seeds.
I'll tell you what. There was a handshake that happened a couple weeks ago between people. I might have been there. And
Yes.
you know what? It was kind of life giving.
Was it weird though? Wait, you actually
it was-
witnessed a real in-person
Old men.
handshake?
I cannot confirm nor deny that I was part of this handshake, but I'll tell you this. In the middle of it, it was kind of like, wait, what? Oh no. But then like, nice.
Yes!
handshake.
Yes!
Community.
You know what? I'm not going to call and report you.
Thank you.
I'm not.
I
I'm
don't
not
have to
going
run
do
for
that.
my life,
You don't
but I
have to
will.
run. We don't have to make a new movie about it with Kevin James.
You know who
We
I'm
need
gonna
the
tell
sequel.
though? Your mom.
Oh, Jake's going to tell your mom. Hey guys.
She was there.
You know what? Were you shaking your mom's hand?
No.
Okay.
What?
That's just wrong.
Right.
You got to hug your mom. I mean,
right.
that's how.
Absolutely.
I mean, COVID, whatever.
Old
And
men
happy
in
birthday
Kansas.
to my mom, by the way. She turned 70 yesterday.
Happy birthday, mom.
Can you believe it? I
Bell,
don't believe
round
it.
of applause.
Yeah.
All of those things.
Order in the court.
Order in the
Boom.
court. You know what? But the trending stories, they keep happening, so we're going to keep talking about them. We covered them all.
We did.
We got through them all, and now it's going to be time for us to say goodbye until next week. Hey, make sure, if you're not already subscribed to the podcast, you can find the audio versions of all of this
Yeah.
on iTunes, on Spotify, on all the places. You can go to TSTOshow.com. Check it out there. Tell your friends, tell your mom. We do live every Thursday at 11-ish, around there. I don't know what's going to happen. Jake, you all right over there?
Yeah, I gotta sneeze.
What?
Just let it go,
so
man.
sneeze.
Wait.
I'll mute you. I'll mute you. Ready? I'm muting you.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, it's gone.
Good.
Okay. All right. Well,
Crisis averted.
you know what? In that case, I'm Todd Frazier,
I'm Siegfried.
And I'm Chris Cody.
and you got a little spittle there. You're going to want to get tested. He was just in other parts
Oh,
of the
no.
country.
I got the Kansas fever.
Oh, my goodness. All right, guys, you be good. We will see you next week for Trending Stories Taking Over. Be good.
I'll tell your mom.